I welcome the time here to speak on the subject of the CRSS, and there's no doubt those eligible will be very glad to hear of an extension. But I don't believe that those who are ineligible will be very pleased to see that there isn't anything being announced for them today. And I believe that the eligibility criteria set by the CRSS has been far too narrow, and it excludes far too many important businesses. It has seen numerous amounts of small, localised, indigenous businesses excluded. They've seen their life's work go down the drain, as it were, because they don't meet the eligibility criteria. So I'd like to talk about the Chartered Skippers, Minister. They're part of the lifeblood of rural and coastal towns and villages, and particularly the tourism sector in those coastal towns and villages. Also contributing greatly to training young people who are boat or sea enthusiasts for the future. So small, well-kept boats to facilitate people who wish to explore in Wexford, for instance, the Salty Islands, or maybe a spot of angling or fishing from Kilmore to Duncannon, all along our coastal county of Wexford. But most are over 66 years of age, in receipt of a pension, therefore not eligible for the PUP. All who have insurance, harbour dues and maintenance upkeep of their boats, estimated to be 8,000 to 10,000 per annum, and this is their second year to pay those costs without business. They were ignored by Minister Martin. They were in turn ignored by Fáilte Ireland. So I'd ask you, Minister, to please acknowledge that they are a valuable asset, and at least they're as significant as garden furniture or outdoor furniture. And can we acknowledge that we need them by providing support and assistance to keep them in existence, because when they're gone, and none of the schemes announced were delivered to the chartered skippers. None of the small business assistance scheme, the SBASC, they didn't qualify for that either, because they don't turn over €50,000 a year. And there were many other cohorts left out of supports or schemes, such as event catering companies who've invested heavily in work premises, transport fleets to cater for concert goers and to eat, providing food that we love to eat when we go to concerts, but they haven't had events. And they've been excluded because they don't pay rates, but they've greatly invested in their premises. But finally, I did send you an email, Minister, and it was particularly about, and I actually sent it to all of the Cabinet members some months ago now, in respect of the EU's temporary framework that allows the Member States to use the full flexibility under state aid rules to support the economy through COVID-19. That framework allows government to grant compensation to companies and businesses for damage due and directly caused by the pandemic. So please consider the thousands of retailers, particularly boutique owners, that are carrying the stock of 3 seasons being closed because we've had the longest pandemic closure in Europe. Thank you.